Hello, everyone, and welcome to this lesson on discussing hobbies and interests. Now, sharing your hobbies and interests is a fantastic way to connect with others. It helps you build relationships, find common ground, and discover shared enthusiasms. Throughout this lesson, you'll discover the benefits of discussing hobbies and interests. You'll gain insights into how to start conversations, express likes and dislikes, and actively listen to others. First of all, let's look at building connections. One of the primary benefits is that it helps you build connections with others. Sharing your hobbies allows people to relate to you and share their interests. Discussing your hobbies makes conversations more engaging and enjoyable. It provides interesting and relatable topics to talk about. When you discuss your hobbies, you might discover shared interests with others. This can lead to forming deeper connections and potential friendships. Let's say you both like skiing. You wouldn't know this unless you discussed your hobbies. Breaking the ice. Hobbies serve as excellent icebreakers, especially in social situations. They help start conversations and ease initial tension. Showcasing your personality. Sharing your hobbies lets you showcase your personality and what you're passionate about. It's an opportunity to express your individuality. Engaging in discussions about your interests can boost your self-confidence as well. It's a chance to be proud of what you enjoy and receive positive feedback. So let's look at a practice exercise. Think about one of your favorite hobbies or interests. Create a short, 1-minute presentation about this hobby, and then share your presentation with a partner, friend, or even the mirror. Practice exercise number 2, hobby swap conversation. Find a partner, friend, or a classmate, or even a family member. Each person takes turns sharing one of their hobbies or interests. After sharing, the listener asks at least 2 follow-up questions about the hobby. Switch your roles and repeat the process. So now, let your friend or your partner or your family member tell you about their interest or their hobby, and then you ask them 2 questions about it. Ask open-ended questions. Begin by asking open-ended questions. These are questions that can't be answered with a simple yes or no. For example, you can ask, what do you enjoy doing in your free time? Or, tell me about a hobby you're passionate about. Show genuine interest. When someone shares their hobby, show genuine interest and curiosity. Ask follow-up questions to learn more about their interests. For example, that sounds fascinating. How did you get started with that hobby? Share your own interests. A great way to initiate a conversation is by sharing one of your hobbies. You can say, I love hiking in the mountains. How about you? Do you have any outdoor hobbies you enjoy? Use icebreakers. Icebreakers are light, friendly questions that can help start a conversation. For example, what's something you like to do to unwind after a busy day? Now, pair up with someone, whether it's a partner or a classmate, and take turns initiating conversations about your hobbies, using the strategies I mentioned above. Practice asking open-ended questions, showing genuine interest, and sharing your own interests. Now let's look at some common hobbies and interests that people like to engage in. Reading. Many people enjoy reading books, magazines, or online articles. Sports. Activities like soccer or football, basketball, and tennis are popular worldwide. Music. Playing instruments, attending concerts, or simply listening to music is a common interest. Cooking. Preparing delicious dishes is a widespread hobby. Travel. Exploring new places and cultures is a passion for many. This is a very big hobby amongst a lot of people, is travel. Art and crafts. Painting, drawing, and various craft activities are popular creative outlets. Gardening. Tending to gardens and plants is a relaxing hobby, and a lot of people like to garden. Fitness. Activities like jogging, yoga, and going to the gym are quite common. Collecting. People collect items like stamps, coins, or even memorabilia. Photography. Capturing moments through photography is a widely enjoyed interest. Now, select one hobby or interest from the list above. Discuss this hobby with a partner or classmate, sharing what you find fascinating about it. Encourage your partner to ask questions and explore the hobby further. In conversations about hobbies and interests, it's important to express your preferences. Expressing likes. When you want to express your fondness for a hobby, you can say, I love whatever the hobby is. For example, I love playing the guitar. I'm really into this, such as I'm really into hiking. Or I'm a big fan of the hobby, like I'm a big fan of cooking. To express a dislike for a hobby, you can use phrases like I'm not a fan of watching sports. I'm not really into gardening. I don't enjoy going to the gym. Choose one of the common hobbies or interests that we discussed in the previous section. Practice expressing your likes and dislikes about that hobby. For example, I love reading because it takes me to a different world. Sharing stories and experiences. One of the most engaging aspects of discussing hobbies and interests is sharing your personal stories and experiences related to those interests. A good story often has these elements. It has an introduction. Start with a captivating opening that draws your listener in. Did you know that I saw a dragon once? It was a Komodo dragon, but it was a dragon. Details. Provide interesting and relevant details about the experience. Emotions. Express how the experience made you feel. And a conclusion. Wrap up the story, leaving your listener with a memorable point. Think of a very memorable experience, something that you can remember no matter what time of day or night it is, related to one of your hobbies or interests. Share this story with a partner or a classmate, focusing on the elements that we just mentioned. Encourage your partner to ask questions or provide feedback about your story. Now again, to build your confidence in this, you need regular practice. Regularly engage in discussions about hobbies and interests with different people. The more you practice, the more confident you'll become. And record yourself. Consider recording yourself talking about your interests. This helps you identify the areas for improvement. Receive feedback. Share your conversations with friends or classmates and ask for feedback. Constructive feedback can help you refine your conversational skills. And set goals. Establish specific goals for your conversations. For example, aim to share one interesting story in each discussion. Now I want you to engage in a role-playing exercise with a partner or a classmate. Take turns discussing your hobbies and interests as if you were meeting someone new. Practice starting, maintaining, and ending the conversation confidently. Thank you very much for coming to this lesson, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.